The Maratha kingdom had become one of the most powerful kingdoms under the leadership of Shivaji and later the Peshwas. Now, the English, as I told you some time back, that the English now wanted territorial expansion, and so after defeating the Bengal and becoming the masters of Bengal, then occupying Mysore, now they turned themselves towards occupying the Maratha territories. You can see the extent of the Maratha Empire. Almost half of the Indian states are under the Marathas, and they were becoming very powerful. So now the British thought that since they're becoming powerful, we need to curb their powers, and they looked into defeating them. This led to 3 Maratha wars, which we'll be discussing later on with you. The Maratha kingdom was divided into small states, and each state was ruled by different chiefs who looked after the administration, defense and finance, and they belonged to different dynasties. Like there were dynasties from Gwalior, the dynasty was Scindias, the Gaikwads were in Baroda, Holkars were in Indore, and the Bhosles were in Nagpur. Now, these chiefs were held together in a confederacy. Confederacy means an alliance, an union, under a Peshwa, who was the principal minister, who was the military and administrative head, and these chiefs or sardars took orders from him. And the Peshwa was based in Pune. Now, these are the 2 of the major soldiers, brave soldiers of the Maratha kingdom, which you should know. One is Mahadji Scindia and Nana Fadnavis. The Britishers wanted to curb and destroy the Maratha power and occupy their territories. Now, in this regard, 3 Maratha wars were fought. But before I tell you about the Maratha wars, although a lot of explanation is not given in your textbook, but just to give you a brief history about the Marathas, let me tell you about the Marathas first. Now, after the death of Shivaji, all his successors were weak, and so now most of the powers went over to the Peshwas. These Peshwas were acted like the prime minister, and the first Peshwa was Balaji Vishwanath, and then came Bajirao the first. This you have seen Bajirao in the movie Bajirao Mastani. After him was the third Peshwa called as Balaji Bajirao. He was also called as Nana Sahib. Now, Nana Sahib had an ambition of building an empire covering the whole of India. So, he wanted to rule like the Mughals ruled entire India under his rule. So, for that, he wanted to occupy the northwestern part of the country. So, he took his army and he wanted to defeat the Afghan ruler Ahmad Shah Abdali. He took his forces, marched towards the northeastern part of India, and he fought a battle with him, which was called as the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761. But he was badly defeated by the Afghan ruler. So his dream was a shock for him. This defeat was a shock for him, and he died later. After the death of Balaji Bajirao or Nana Sahib, Madhav Rao, his son, became the next Peshwa. Now, when Madhav Rao became the next Peshwa, his uncle, that is Raghunath Rao, that is why it is given in red, Raghunath Rao was not happy. In fact, he wanted to become the Peshwa himself. So, in order to gain power, he killed Madhav Rao. But what happened was, then instead of Raghunath Rao becoming the Peshwa, Narayan Rao was made the Peshwa, and he was supported by Nana Fadnavis and Madhavji Scindia. So now Raghunath Rao was very shocked. In fact, he could not tolerate Madhav Rao becoming the Peshwa. How could he now accept Narayan Rao becoming the Peshwa? So he took the help of the English. Now the English as you know, asked him to sign the Treaty of Surat, and with this treaty, he had to give away a few territories of the Marathas, that was Salsette and Bassein, and in return he was given 2,500 soldiers. Now both the British and Raghunath Rao attacked the Peshwa and won. But the rest of the Marathas were not very happy. I told you they were all divided into small states or dynasties. Which were the dynasties? The Bhosles, the Scindias, the Holkars. All these were not very happy, and especially two main soldiers, as I told you, Nana Fadnavis and Madhavji Scindia, were not in favor of this. They preferred Narayan Rao. But Narayan Rao also soon died, and then his son was born, who was after his death. After Narayan Rao's death, his son was born. That is why we call it as posthumous son, which means a son born after the ruler's death. So both Nana Fadnavis and Madhavji Scindia supported the posthumous son, who was named as Madhav Rao II, and they were in favor. And due to this, the first Anglo-Maratha war started, and this war took place between 1775 and 1782. As I told you earlier, the first Anglo-Maratha war was fought when Nana Fadnavis and Madhavji Scindia supported the posthumous son of Narayan Rao to become the Madhav Rao II to become the Peshwa. The English agreed to this, but soon after that Nana Fadnavis died, and this led to all the Maratha chiefs. I have already told you who were the Maratha chiefs: the Bhosles, the Gaikwads, the Holkars and the Scindias. They started fighting among themselves, and soon after that Madhav Rao II also died, and Baji Rao II, who was the son of Raghunath Rao, became the next Peshwa. Now this Baji Rao II accidentally killed the brother of the Holkar chief, which angered him. Now Baji Rao was a very coward king, so in order to protect himself, he asked the Britishers to help him, and so he had to sign a treaty with them, which was called as the Treaty of Bassein. And in this, all the Maratha chiefs, this led to the Second Maratha War, in which all the Maratha chiefs were defeated. And the Second Maratha War took place between 1803 to 1805. After the defeat of all the Maratha chiefs, now the chiefs wanted to make one last attempt to reoccupy the territories from the British. So this led to the Third Anglo-Maratha War, which was fought between 1817 to 1819. But these Maratha chiefs were unsuccessful, as they failed to understand the British politics and diplomatic strengths. And very soon all the Maratha chiefs were crushed. The Maratha power was crushed by the British. The Peshwa post was abolished, and the Peshwa was sent to Bithur near Kanpur with a pension. And so now the company had complete control over the Maratha territory. So you see, now the company has gained so much of territories. It occupied Bengal, then we saw Mysore, and now it was the entire Maratha kingdom.